Hello, Feeling Meerkat here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Oxenfree 2 Signals.
Could we... Sorry, but could we just take a breather for a second here? Because that was a lot.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we earned it, I guess. 2 minutes.
So, parentage is just moon gazing and yoga mats. That's good to know, I guess. They actually remind me of another group like them. The Migration? I remember when they were pitching tents in the 90s. But the actual act, the natural act, migration, pretty interesting. How baby birds do it instinctively. So sometimes programming, like bird programming, has a glitch. And birds will actually fly north, instead of south. And the ones that do, they hook up. And suddenly, we have a whole new generation of birds going the wrong way. I wonder about the other birds, the ones flying the natural way, when they see birds going in the opposite direction. And I just wonder how many of them change their mind, turn around. I wonder how many of them find a different way. This reminds me of that story I told you. The kids that sailed off to a faraway island, got caught, and then tricked the other kids into replacing them, and it was a cycle forever. I used to think it was just a metaphor for adulthood or arrested adolescence. I don't know. But maybe it's real? Maybe everything's already happened? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Sorry. I prattle. My mom always said so. I'm usually all alone, You get these thoughts and they kind of... Yeah. Let's find a place for that transmitter. Come on.
Now, you might be wondering why I didn't have her say that she is pregnant, and the reason for that is the first time I did this, I interrupted Jacob with that really quickly, and this time I wanted to hear everything he had to say, and I assumed that eventually she was going to say it anyway, but she didn't, so that's why. I suppose that we know, since that was an option on the screen. Alright, let's have a look at where we could plant this last transmitter. Now, you'll see why later there was no way to go into Garland Ghost Town before this point. Anyway, yeah, I guess we should go through the tunnels. I might cut out stuff again if there's nothing to see. I'm sorry, there was...
Hey, I was meaning to ask, when you were, in my house, in my bedroom is this, thing I've been working on for years. Clay sculpture? I can't remember if I covered it up or not, but, assuming I didn't, and assuming you took a look, and assuming you formed an opinion upon looking, what might that opinion be? Lots of assumptions there, I realize. But, you can't make an omelet, am I right?
Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm ever going to get it downstairs. So, thoughts, questions, comments? Minor criticisms that'll keep me awake at 2 a.m.? Under this hat, I'm all ears. And conditioner.
Was it finished? It didn't look finished.
I had an art teacher once tell me, nothing is ever done, it is only ever due. So, yeah, it is unfinished. Yeah, and I wonder how many classic works of art are too. Maybe someday it'll leave the bedroom, have the world uncover it, See if it was worth the dirty fingernails. Maybe. Maybe. A wonderful word. Yeah, how it lets you off the hook of responsibility in such a gentle way.
You're kind of stuck in a rut, Jacob. I mean, that's okay.
Olivia will never forgive us, How's that sit with you? Like, she'll never, ever.
Not great. Hell hath no fury like a pissed off teen. Or something like that. Take it from me, they carry that torch of hatred to the grave.
Yeah, it sucks, right? Just knowing that the mere thought of you can ruin someone's day. But hey, she wanted the radio so badly, should have welded it to her hand. So, let's take care of this last transmitter and never be forgiven. I'm scared of a radio. This is where my life is led.
Yeah. I mean, lots of people get stuck in that sometimes.
Add that to the list of things I'll never look at the same. And I don't mean radios. I mean, well, beer? Yeah, I think it'll feel a little different after tonight, if that makes sense. Let's get the transmitter placed. I can only eat so much panic.
But, yeah, he kind of seems like he just needs to push, you know?
Oh, great. Another anchor for the rope. You getting the hang of it yet?
I'm getting enough, let's put it that way.
See, we have another one of these gates, and we didn't have the right radio to be able to do this before. Yeah.
Shelley, you ever heard of parentage?
Oh, Lord. God, yes. I have heard of the effing parentage. Sorry, on duty. Try to monitor the language. The number of times I've had to deal with their naked forest dancing ceremonies. It's like, okay, wanna dance naked? Cool. That's why God invented backyards. Over.
Okay, gross.
Right? I can't stand getting dirt under my fingernails, let alone... on duty, Shell. Come on. Anyway, there was this one member, though. She died a few years back. Don't know. Wasn't so hippy-dippy. More a scary Harry.
How so?
She hated parentage more than me, but she was still a member. Just some bog-standard old lady complaining about how the old ways were dying out. Kids these days. Usual tap dance. I had to drive her back home once after she twisted her ankle during one of their naked dance-offs. The stories she told. That's when it started to get scary.
Super horrific?
I'm talking the gritty reboot of the Inquisition. Apparently its founders were a lot less into naked dancing, and a lot more into fire and bodies. But, pin in that, I gotta do a quick walk around. There are sleeping skunks in this area, and they're not fond of talking alarm clocks. Check back later. Over and out.
Yeah, we'll give her time to deal with the skunks.
Nick, it's Riley. You didn't sink, right?
Hey there. Still floating. I appreciate the checkup. Water took a turn, though. Not a friendly one. We're not quite in Charlie Foxtrot territory, but, you know, if the weather gets worse, I can still handle it, but...
Air Force?
I'm guessing Army? Should I slow down? Use simpler words? Only teasing. I have nothing but admiration for the grunts. That means I like you, in case admiration has too many syllables. Couldn't speak for the current state of the service, but when I was your age, everyone was itching for the fastest, shiniest bird in the coop. Everyone wanted to fly. Everyone. I wanted to explore. I wanted the shuttle. Let the flyboys have their pissing contest. I had my eyes elsewhere.
Ever see the inside of a shuttle? Over.
Sure. On TV, like everyone else. I was too tall, you see. They cap astronauts at 6'4". I'm over by a single inch. Genetics. What you gonna do? Not like I could cut my off. Though the thought had occurred.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like 99.999% of applicants don't make it, right? That's lottery numbers. Over.
Yep, and everyone thinks they're gonna get rich. Never quite shook the bug to, stand somewhere no one else ever had. That's why I bought the boat. So far, all I've found is seaweed and styrofoam. Anyway, thanks for the check-in. I'm heading further out, see if I can get a better view of it all. Reach out when you can. Make sure I haven't drowned. Over and out.
Hey, Evelyn. The second transmitter's planted. Any news?
Riley? Hey, sorry, I'm the last one here. The rest decided to hike back to the hotel. One too many calls from weird voices, I think. Finally pushed Jim out the door. Alright, let me look at these readings. Okay, this is... Oh, wow. So, wave particles in water move perpendicularly to the wave's direction of travel, and airwaves oscillate in the same direction. These frequencies are moving in every direction. That's not normal. Or possible.
So what does that mean? Over.
It means things aren't right. And the rate of decay on these, this is unbelievable. Oh, crap, my mom is calling me. Crap. I haven't heard from my sister yet, and she's gonna ask if I talk to her. I'm getting really worried, but my mom's gonna flip. Crap. I don't know what to do.
The truth is worth it, Evelyn. If only because if something did happen, it's a lot better to have been upfront about it from the beginning. Over.
Yeah, I think you're right. God, okay. This call is going to suck. Sorry, Riley, I have to take this. I'm still here for you whenever you need to chat. Over and out.
Okay. I know there's radio
Franklin.
frequencies here of people talking, but I'm not going to go through them all. It's really not that interesting anyway. In fact, I'm sorry this is taking so long to find the right frequency. I know it's not very visually interesting. My hope is that it's not my new computer that's causing the lag here between the video and the audio, them being out of sync. There we go.
You know, it always blows my mind that someone had to invent the bridge. Like, I know they happen naturally, lightning hits a tree and it falls down and all that. But at least once, at one point, there was some guy looking at a river going, "Hey, wait a second. We can just go over it." They put this one up in the late 1800s. I guess that's why I'm thinking about it. How people must have looked at it, the bridge. And for some people, it was their only way to work. Maybe it was where they had their first kiss, right? The first fist fight, where they proposed. But now, that bridge doesn't mean anything. It's just, I don't know. It just makes you think. I don't want to live forever. But I don't want to die forever either. You know what I mean? I don't want to be actual nothing, you know?
Oh, come on. Who could possibly forget you? You're Jacob Summers, questionable pet owner.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, see that? Not the church, but the behind the church. That's part of the old mine system. We could probably get up there if we find the other end of the tunnel. Which, big if.
I feel like you literally pointed past a more obvious choice.
What I mean is that the ledge up there seems like the best spot to drop a transmitter. To me. But full transparency, I honestly just wanted to suggest a plan A before it became, let's climb the rickety church tower. Maybe you have other ideas.
Yep, I'm on board. Let's find the other end.
Hey, you're the one with the transmitters. Okay, this is how my mind works. I just remembered something. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howie.
Howie who?
How are we gonna hide this dead body?
Yeah, that was, beautiful.
I know. Just trying to lighten the... Never mind.
No, that's fine. Oh, it's one of these.
Check it out, another one. The last one was helpful. Maybe whatever's inside this one will be too. Or, whenever's inside.
Okay, the sign first.
Garland Post Office, established 1878.
Jesus!
Hey, if you're in the post office and you're a human being, answer this,
Huh?
please.
Who's that?
Hi. Yes, I'm a human.
Yeah, of course you are. At least tell me you didn't break my equipment. Over.
I, don't think we broke anything.
Okay. Name's Hank Chapman, and I just took your picture. Assuming you were facing the camera. Otherwise, it'll be the wall.
Well, aren't you the lucky one? I usually charge for headshots. Over.
That flash wasn't meant for you. Listen, I'm an amateur hobbyist investigator of the inexplicable. And I don't know if you've noticed, but tonight has been... the professionals would likely call it unusual. Around town, I've set up a series of EMF boosters. Equipment I use to capture, well, let's call it evidence of the unusual. Something's been screwing with them, so I need them checked. One of them is outright not responding. I'm assuming the worst. Can you help me out?
Sure, you got it.
It's a good deed for messing up the picture. Think of it as karma. Now, there's a generator in the post office with you that powers the boosters. Think of the EMF boosters like a safe. You put in the right code, you get to see what's inside. If you spot anything, maybe snap a picture. If you can, I'll make it worth your while. Call if you have any trouble. See you in the obit. Over and out.
I think he's talking about this thing, right? It says EMF on the side here.
Okay, let's check it out.
Hank seems like I want to say a nice guy, but these EMF booster things, it's a fun pet project for him, but unless they're gonna help us plant this transmitter, I say let's ignore it and try the mines. You know?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to dismiss anything that might be of use.
No, I get that. I just don't see how this will be of use yet.
So, I didn't really get how these worked, and I still don't really understand why they work, but I do know how they work, if you see what I mean. Just not why the way they works.
This is the one Hank was talking about, the broken one.
Yeah, that's toast. But how? Maybe wildlife? I see shoe prints. Maybe not. But never say never, I guess.
1848 to 1892, 1870 to 1892, 1861 to 1892. Almost all of these over here died in 1892.
Yeah, similar story over here. Something bad, I guess? Gold rush era town. I wonder what happened.
Heritage was trying to recruit Maggie Adler or something?
Now, 1892 matters, as you'll see in a minute.
I see benches and some kind of weird flag with a pickaxe.
NWMA Garland chapter. Oh, okay. I think I can guess. No. Northwestern Miners. Miners because of the flag.
Alliance? Northwestern Mining Alliance?
Maybe. I'm sure I read the name in 8th grade Oregon State history. Lost to me now. This hall now stands as a permanent memorial to the 12 brave souls who lost their lives during the collapse of Latimer Mine Shaft A, dedicated by the families of the dead on this day of February 7th, 1892. Forever in solidarity. Northwest Miners Association. Thank you, Mrs. Staley. I think that came from outside.
Tragedy. 12 lives claimed in deadly mine shaft collapse. Latimer Mines no longer in operation. Garland mourns its greatest enterprise alongside 12 cherished sons. Ugh. From 1892. I guess that's when things started to go downhill.
Yep. Hank mentioned grabbing a picture. I've got my camera with me. Let's see if we find anything flashworthy.
So we got some numbers here? Or digits, I guess, on a dial.
Just, yeah. Careful. Etc.
So this has basically allowed us to, if I've done it right, allowed us to dial what year we want this thing to take us to.
Oh, hey. Maybe we should try going inside the time tear. Just to, see if those boosters did something. Hey, things are, different? Wow, okay. That must be what the boosters do. Oh, man. Riley, check it out. I guess it used to be sort of a campsite before it was a town.
Maybe it's one of the others where you can get to dial correct. I mean, I'm sorry, we could only go for the second digit.
We know they're affecting the time tunnel, right? So, I think it's just a matter of getting the right time that the cave's open. The mine, I mean.
Yeah, I think we're on the right track at least. Let's just keep trying.
God, take a good long look. I know we got a job to do, but this is unbelievable.
Alright.
Wow, like a postcard. Garland in its prime.
Wasn't too shabby when she had, townsfolk, huh? Ugh, makes the abandonment all the more tragic.
Yeah, it feels strange to see it up and running. Or running, in quotes. Let's look around. Hey, we might be able to get where we need to go through the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope there's a path up. There should be, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's just try it.
I mean, this is 2 years before the mine collapsed, so we might have been able to dial something else, like 1890, like the one, for example, if the other transmitter had been working, EMF booster, but
This is a random question, but what made you move away? From Kamina, I mean.
My dad. Our relationship seemed beyond repair, and so I wanted to make a clean break of it.
Yeah. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. I don't know why I keep thinking about that. Maybe because, as a kid, I wanted to be treated like an adult, but without growing up. I'm sure most kids feel like that. I want to stay up all night and do whatever I want.
I always felt older, so when I hit my 30s, I felt like that existential exhaustion finally caught up with my body.
There's just something about Garland. How the town just couldn't keep up with history. It must make me babble about all this stuff because I never left Kamina. And sometimes I wonder if I should have. My life would be really different. I wouldn't be here, for one thing.
Hey, maybe you should have. You still can, you know.
Yeah, I know. If we survive whatever's happening right now. I just always hated that expression. But nobody wants to die. It says nobody wants to do the work, to find enlightenment. Well, enlightenment's hard goddamn work, okay? No shame in sticking to what you know. I'm sorry. I think I just missed my dog. She was the one who usually had to suffer through these, Jake tutorials. Never realized just how stupid they sound when you're talking to someone without a tail. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey, I might have a vestigial one, you know. Don't assume, buddy.
Yeah, sure. I want to say thanks. Thanks for letting me help tonight. This feels like the most worthwhile thing I've done in a very long time. That's all.
I mean, okay. You're welcome. But we're not done yet. Save your thank yous. You might be saying something different down the road.
I doubt it, but if you insist. All right, that's enough of that. We're late for church. Come on. Oh, hey, I think.
I know that I'm interrupting him, but I actually think that I should end the episode there. I will see you next time.